Let's go now. 30 base.
Choose the mic.
So don't say nothing.
Shift.
Get it.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Watch right. I got number 23. I got you, 23. I got you.
Topper! Hey, zoom! 5.
Second and 6. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. The tackle by Quincy Williams.
Quincy Williams on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 47-yard line.
Ready. 8, read.
E. All right. Here we go. Let's go, B. Let's go.
22 jet bomber.
Check 49.
Hey, orbit. Set go.
To throw on second down. Costello. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 25-yard line.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a first and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Under 10. 10.
Recon, 132 fighter. Deep river.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Anything moves, we hit it.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7 at the 23-yard line.
Here we go, set. 10 Lobo. X3, 218, chopper.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready, 60 or.
Check, Mike 42. All day. Check 99.
Protein spill, a alpha. Now.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And a catch made by Johnson. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, they have to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers that can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. 2nd and 10. They set up the screen for Henry. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Jump, 6-6. Pull it high.
Switch.
Buzz.
Back to throw. Costello to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. The kick by Joseph is good. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here we go. Like 20. 11.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I'm not sure that you'd call it a trick play, but they definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
Hey, gun.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Coverage defensively by Logan Ryan.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete.
I'd say that qualifies as a pretty darn good opening series. Get them into 3rd and long, get them out of their comfort zone, and guess what? Get your crowd into it early, too.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Titan football. Around the NFL, an update from a game going on down in Tampa, and the Bucs are out to an early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Indy.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Check 24.
General West.
Check safety, check safety.
Get it.
Throwing on first down. Costello. Man open left side is Brown. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
Ready to break.
Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Check Mike.
Watch out.
You draw quarters. 5.
A first down carry for Henry. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Derrick Henry, and he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
Let's go. 30 base. Topper!
Check 37, check 37.
Let's go.
They'll run on first down. Henry. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
61, matchbox lights.
Shoot! Hatchet.
Hey, high 7. Lead river.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Costello. He finds his man Johnson. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
23 yards. Complete to Deontay Johnson. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here we go. 10 Tucson.
65. 65.
Go.
Motion.
Mike, snap.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, that touchdown right there, a lot of credit to the offensive linemen.
Yeah, when you watch them surge across the front, They really created great space for the runner to get in.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
I got you.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Single.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. It's complete to Drake. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 59 yards.
First down, Jacksonville.
Here we go.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
21. Here we go.
Check. Crunch. Check 31.
Now it's Connor. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And there's the pickup you want on first down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on first down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
Here we go. Ready?
Wild Bill. Check 13.
On 2nd down, Armstead. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Raquel Armstead, his first touchdown of the new season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Josh Lambo now for the point after. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score Titans 10, Jaguars 7. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
On the ready.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They begin the drive with Pumphrey. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season.
What we got?
To throw on second down, Costello. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 32 on the play. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they'd take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
They go play action here on first down. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Got it.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Go, team, spell. Hey, team 6. Team 6. Hey!
Throwing again. Costello. He completes it to Henry. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. A gain of 4 on the play. And they're going to face a third down.
3rd and 6.
Down. 8, read. Hey, Hayward.
Screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. 55's Mike, guys, 55. Hey. Mark 55.
Go.
Watch the screen.
Looking to throw. Costello. Going right side here, and that's complete. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it.
Bravo.
Safe.
Get it.
On 4th down, Costello. This is Johnson. He's got it. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Ready? 10 logo. Hey, Delta.
Where's 52?
5.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Josh Allen in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, get inside, let's go, let's go. Here we go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Here we
They'll
go,
operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Garoppolo looks to throw. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
21.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Ready up.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 24-yard line.
Set, ready. 18 Gator.
Let's go one more. He's crashing.
6-6, bullet high. Now. Go. Just be dribble.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Sponge. No.
General West.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
15 lining. 15 lining.
Check three, check three, check three. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
Yep.
Hold.
Hey, exit.
52.
There.
From the gun on third down, Costello. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Josh Allen able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
That's his second sack of the game. And the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
First and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Here we go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Here we go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
39-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. There's Garoppolo to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards the pickup there.
First down, Jaguars.
Here we go.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, box truck.
Mark 55, Mark 55. It's outfield.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Kane. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Well, he won't get back to the line of scrimmage this time either as they stop him behind the line once more. Garoppolo now, and able to find Conley. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 19. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Now Garoppolo. Dancing to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku, but now it'll be third down. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Let's get it.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Shoot.
Look at me. Zipper.
Stay at home. Stay at home.
2nd and 2. And a little floater there is incomplete. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
Watch the safety creep.
On 3rd and 2, Costello. And it's complete. Henry. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Well, I'm sure he likes this performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the 4th quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see, and other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
Ready. 10-2, sir. Topper. Hey, Zoo.
Looking to throw on second down. Costello. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Brings up third down and 7.
The Titans on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey, orbit.
Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush. Mike 42, Mike 42. It's been a long day for you.
Get it.
From the gun, Costello. He gets this one to Johnson. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big gain of 31 on third down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
Hey.
Check 15. Check.
Yes.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
I got it.
Ready.
To throw on second down. Costello. Bryant has it. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Joseph on for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Titans 20, Jaguars 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Here we go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Here we go.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Play action. Garoppolo. He sets to fire deep. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Here's second and 10 now from about the 32.
Here we go, 37's the mic.
Hey, Charlie.
Watch your slant, watch your slant. Watch your slant.
Garoppolo. Now Garoppolo lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Here we go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly
you
right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
He's got the hook up with Conley.
Let's go.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
It leads to second and 10.
Here we go.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Big stop, let's go. Switch, switch, switch.
12, fellas. Here we go. 5.
37's the mic. Mike 37.
Back to throw, Garoppolo. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final two plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Garoppolo to throw. And he hits Drake. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
21.
First down.
To throw is Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Harold Landry in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. After the sack on first down, Garoppolo caught here by Conley.
A gain of 9 brings up third down.
So look at this. They'll go for a field goal now to get within a score. This to get it back to a one-score game. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll run it again with Henry. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
60 Pittsburgh.
He's checking. Crash.
Go.
On 3rd down, Henry. He finds an opening past the 40. And gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
As many games as the two of us do, I would hope that one day we'll be able to solve this riddle. Why is it on a hot day that one team has more trouble with the heat than another, and especially when you can't stop a guy running the ball?
You know it's September in the booth, though, when you and I have both removed our coats, and those were gone in the first quarter.
They were gone in the first quarter, and what we're watching now is a defense mentally giving in and sagging a little bit because they haven't been able to stop it.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for the Titans, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll get to start